Good morning. This is day 9 of RPG A Day 2021. Day 9, as you can see on our calendar, is medium. There are three subtitles: role, emotion, percentage. I'm going to do medium. Medium is fascinating. There are a couple of ways I see this word in relationship to our hobby. The Webster's Dictionary has a couple of good definitions, but this is the one I want to talk about in relationship to the table, the hobby for me. A condition or environment in which something may function or flourish. And so for me, I've said many times, the medium for me as a game manager, as the dungeon master, the game master, the presenter of the table, whatever. For me, it's always the medium has always been in the mind. It's always been a theater of the mind condition. Try to communicate in such a way to allow the players their own images in their mind, and to bring them into the game via their imagination, via their thoughts, their mind, their intellect, their senses, though the senses via a described condition versus actual candles versus tangible. So my medium has always been in the imagination. It's to use the imagination and for the environment, the condition in which they may function or flourish, as opposed to the tangible: dice, charts, handouts, maps, minis. I've never been one to provide a material or tangible medium for them to flourish or function. And so that's what medium means for me. It's how I deliver or provide the game. And it's also, the choice there is not because I want to force this upon them. I want to foist this upon the players at my table. It's because this is how I need to present it, because this is where I live, in the imagination. This is where I need to be I think, the best game master, the best game manager, the best referee, the best at calling up the most appropriate descriptions, responses, and to be fully engaged and invested in the situation, in the environment, in the atmosphere, in the dungeon, in the tavern, in the throne room, in the negotiation table, whatever it is. And so that's why I've always provided that particular medium, because that's what I need. If I needed tangible things, maps, minis, etc., then that's probably how I would have run games, and probably how I would run games. So I don't do it to force this type of play upon players. I do it because that's what I need. That's how I engage in the space. That is my medium in which I present the game. And it's one of the chief reasons why I have at 8 I was so able, I think, to do this. I was so able to bring my friends to the table and try it, because we didn't get sidetracked with rules, measuring sticks and graph paper, and the things that we might have gotten caught up in somehow it as a game first, more as a device to be and imagine. So I assume those things. I wouldn't know. I'm not a psychologist, but it's just my medium, and it is the medium I'm most satisfied with. And it doesn't have to be live at a table. I find online, this is what I do online. I describe. I do very few slides. I do very few. Here's a picture of this thing here, guys. Here's this map here, folks. I like to describe it, and I want to describe it in such a way that they get it, but at the same point leave it open for them to interpret and imagine the wall is to their waist, or the wall is moss covered, or I'm not concerned about the details. I want them in the space, and I want them to see that space that suits their engagement, that brings them to the scene. So anyway, that's Medium for me. RPG a Day 2021. Thank you. Have a great week.